What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth, and I'm back with another video. And today I want to give a quick impressions on a game, Wanted Dead. I mean, this game is by 110 Industries, who published the game, and Soleil Ltd, who developed the game. I believe is by the makers of, I think, Ninja Gaiden and whatnot. But this Wanted Dead is, as it's described, would be a game that I like and would want to play. Let me just pretty much tell you a little bit what it's about. It's a hybrid slasher shooter, and it is from the people that made Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. You play as these special forces, which I think they call themselves like the zombie unit. It's based out of Hong Kong. And you have like pretty much a squad, and you guys are pretty much going after this corporate conspiracy. And you're pretty much just going through stages and beating up and taking out elite like soldiers and officers. The combat is pretty much hack and slash with a mixture of over the shoulder shooting. You could play either as a standard hack and slash, or you could play as a third person shooter. I think the game like tries to throw a lot at you, pretty much with the whole beat 'em up style. The music, I think the graphics are pretty decent. Actually, it's hit or miss. Sometimes in some cases the game looks very good, in some cases the game looks very poor. This game has like just a bunch of flaws. It has the makings to being something fun and something that one would play or want to enjoy. There is fun to be had if you pretty much build up the time and the tolerance for this game. But the game comes flawed. So you play as this woman, this Lieutenant Hannah Stone, who's just over armored chick who can either take you out with a sword or take you out with a machine gun, right? The game suffers from a lack of like cohesiveness of what it's trying to do. Now, I've played several games that featured or married the elements of shooting and melee combat. Like, for example, I played Bright Memory Infinite, who does the both very well. I did Shadow Warrior 3, who did a good job of combining the two. I played, Wolong, which is a standard, action melee-esque game, which is very good. But the thing is that this game tells me, I can play two ways, I can mix the two, but it excels at neither. If you were to play this as a hack and slash combat game, you would find yourself very frustrating because you are extremely limited. You can't really lock on to anyone. The block button is very odd. I think it's like the RB, and then you parry essentially with Y, which is your pistol. It's more like a non-lethal way to stagger an enemy to open them up for a slice of the sword. But you try playing the game, let's say as a melee combat, you'll find that it's extremely limited. You can't do a lot of things. I feel like it's lacking mobility, and it's not really great when you're fighting multiple enemies at a time. There's not very an effective way to evade enemies as well. You play this as a shooter, sure, you can sit and cover and you can and duke it out, but because they want you to play, hand-to-hand combat, a lot of the enemies that they throw at you are bullet sponges and are extremely fast and can get up in your face very quickly, forcing you to pretty much become a swordsman. My thoughts on this is that it just didn't go well. Like I said, there's a way this type of game can work. This type of game can work. It can be fun, but these guys, unfortunately, with all the legacy behind this studio, the experience behind this studio, this game just did not come out well. It's not fun at all. They call this game a love letter to the 6th generation of consoles. I'm not buying that. That's a marketing term for this game's limitations. I don't like the fact that when you die in this game, you start the stage over from the beginning. It has there's no ideal autosave feature of this game. The game's performance is shoddy. It's like, sure, it's targeting 60 FPS, but it seems to be all over the place. Graphically, not impressive outside of a few hair physics that they have in the game. The like I said, the controls just seems a bit awkward. It doesn't work. Now, there is fun to be had in this game if you have the tolerance for this type of a game, if you have the tolerance to get over the game's flaws. Unfortunately, I don't have the tolerance to get over the flaws that this game has, and the fact that they want $60 for it is, very unfortunate. Now, I didn't pay a dime for this game. This game, I got this game as a key, courtesy of Keymeller. You can visit the website. But I did want to play. I had interest. I think they had a cool little box art. The trailers look cool, but in motion and actuality, it's just not really a fun game. I think it needs a little bit more work. Should have used more time in the oven. And it should have came at like a $30 price tag. I wouldn't be able to recommend the game. I'm not speaking of in terms of beating the game. I have not completed the game. I played, enough of it. I played enough to determine like, hey, do I really want to continue playing this? And I don't. And I don't, because the thing is, it's like, for me to get through this game, I have to see it through. This is the type of game is if you die and you have to start the stage over. Usually when I'm met with situations like that, like starting from the beginning, I have no interest in moving forward. So it's bad enough that the game couldn't hold me long enough. I figured it'd be some unga boonga, play, something like to just get through the day. You're not really looking for anything serious, just looking for some fun, nice combat, and get through the game. But it has too many flaws for me to see it through, and I have to speak in part that this game is $60. So, and it's not on any subscription service. So if you have this game, or if you have interest in this game, you're shelling out $60, and it's going to be a hard sell. Like I said, if this game shows up on the store at $20 or something like that, or it shows up on like Game Pass or PS Plus, yeah, it's worth a try, but you probably won't like it. But just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on Wanted Dead. It's available for the Xbox Series, Xbox One, is also on PS4, PS5, and PC, I believe. So, yeah, let me know what you think of this video. I'm sorry if my gameplay is a bit mediocre, but hey, a lot of that is actually the game. But yeah, man, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Out.